Great Kami, Orman Karmen is called demons from the underworld. What is all this for Deton Karmen to appear here? Lady Madame, please don't lose your head. I know this is standard procedure, but our great Patapon won't lose to any demons. Yeah, let's win, Kami. That's right. Everyone give praise to the Great One. Take us to victory. Hooray, hero. I just want to say this is our last battle. Great Kami will lead us to victory. That's convenient, because I think this is my last meal. Give it all you've got. No regrets. Don't pull punches for Earth End. Alright, we can fight the tank again if we want to, but here, the downfall of the Patapons. Envious of the Patapons' good nature, the demons and their dark underlings bound themselves to eternal evil just for a chance at defeating them. It is told that the demon leader wants to destroy the world. Envious of their good nature, huh? Seems a little silly. I think I don't have one more meal. Oh no! I really thought I had one extra meal left. I guess I did use all three of them. One on the boss fight, one on the tank, and one at the that last fight we had. Oh, I'm hungry. I hope I don't miss broccoli, because I would like the best meal. I like this minigame because it's kind of forgiving on the exact beat you have to, like, hit it on. I mainly am just doing it through visual reaction than the beat. I think that was good. I don't think I missed anything there. But yeah, there's like a lot of leeway to what counts as the beat, which I appreciate compared to like me goofing up the Rock Man, Rock Baby. Also though, with the Anvil minigame, I found that it's a bit more forgiving on how much time you have, like, that you can wait, so it gives you kind of enough time to register if you have to do a double tap or just a one tap. Okay, now we're ready for the final battle. Hopefully he doesn't have a grab that will kill Hero. Who do I want to bring? Most likely Magic Men. Shield guys are probably going to be helpful. I don't know about you guys. Maybe just bows? I didn't want to grab Patapons. I wanted to look at horses, because we got Hero Horse. Hero Horse looks a little silly. What is that, just really high defense? Good at landing critical hits. I think I'm going to bring bows. Okay, everyone's as equipped as they can be, I think. I'm most likely not even going to really use any of these, but with bows I might consider. My idea is I think bows are good at stunning. So I'm going to see if that works. Interesting. Okay, well now you look like a chupacabra. Very aggressive. Oh. That stun helped. So... I mean, that's fine. So basically, he jumps back, gets up to us real quick, and that's when I need to dodge. So I just need to figure out the timing on that. Not surprising he hits hard. It's pretty interesting that he, like, just kind of changes form on a whim like that. I'm okay with the setup at the moment. I might not bring Magic Men. I don't know who else I would want to bring, though. I also don't know the, like, appropriate times to charge. Yeah, it's easy enough. I got smoke. As far as I've seen, that's only a grab. I'm assuming that will instantly kill anyone. Good. I love hero modes. Why was that such a gimped dodge? That kind of annoys me. Like, they actively just didn't go anywhere. I think it was probably because of the, distance of the boss at the moment. Can't tell if he's tired or just scary. Well, we don't have any healing now. I'm sure he'll have a lot more moves, which is kind of why I want to just stick with the fight. Even though we're already, like, pretty gimped. Like, come on, he was right there. Good thing is he hit a shield guy. See, that's how you dodge. I thought our healer was dead. We're still getting healed. Do I have something else that's doing that? Does food do that? Oh god. Don't quite have as much time as I thought I would there. I think it was probably smart of me to just not even bother trying to go for the attacks when he changed into torch mode. Wow, that goes. He has to have more. wasn't sure if I dodged because it was like off screen. I don't know the best way. I also don't know why I'm hitting this button, but accidentally did it. Good dodge. There has to be more to this fight. I know we're losing people. Well, that scared me. Don't think we have time. Yep. Good. That was my bad. Should've just blocked. Definitely would be better if we had a hero. Would have been a good dodge. Thought it would take you guys a bit longer to get back in there. Really just need to get the dodge out before He even has time to animate. Just as soon as he gets close enough. Okay, if he's growling, that means he's gonna jump right back into the fight. I think we saved our friend. I don't think we did. Got a cool shoulder pad, though. Okay, the growling does not indicate anything. Oh, close one. Blocking doesn't protect against grabs, so I don't... Might have messed up the beat, but we were still safe. Tired, but that still could be a long fight. Bad wind. Yeah, I don't know what's healing us, but I would love it if it worked on Patapon. Can't wait for this to be the first phase. Real scary when the finger touches a Patapon. Come on, dude. Just die on me. Please. I'm stressed. Your butt's on fire right now? That should help. Living on the edge here. That's fine. As long as no one gets grabbed. I can see jumping still working. But, not really positive on it. Don't really want to risk it. Thank God the Patapons were the ones that went in early. Come on, dude. Fish was a little close. A little close to that claw swipe. I was just scared that they were gonna run into the hands. Same thing. A little scared. I feel like he's been tired forever. Oh, really thought you'd be away. That was entirely on me. Thank God. God damn. Oh, that was like, it's a really simple fight. Like, I don't think it was hard by any means, but it lasted forever, and I lost people because of bad timing and stuff, obviously. Yeah, that took forever. Ka-ching, though. We got great shoulder gigas. Was that really the final boss, though? Is this Earth End? Nah, it's the ocean again. I mean, this looks like Earth End. I can't believe it. Oh, great Kami, we give our thanks to the power of the drum. Hey, this is amazing. You're amazing, mighty Kami. Let's venture out a little further. Oh, I don't have to play. Are you telling me you guys could have walked on your own? I didn't have to play the drum every time? It's a super egg. Well, that's... Almighty Patapon, we pray to you. It's a bit more interesting than the ocean. Guide your humble Patapons. Do we have to do the egg dance to crack it open? I guess we're gonna attack it. Mess up that egg! Oh, it's so bright! I must keep my eyes open. Even if it burns out my eye, I must gaze upon it. You said your eyes, though. Oh! My eye! It's so bright. But what is it, though? It's a rainbow! Oh, lordy lord! Oh, it's so beautiful. I love that they said, oh, lordy lord. I'm so excited. Eh? The real Earth end was the Patapon friends we made along the way, huh? Oh, it's the princess. What's this? Didn't you guys see the memories? Ah, that was a nice nap. You sure took your time. Either way, I'm ever so grateful for saving me. Are you the princess lady? They did see the memory. It giggles! This is where your journey ends, Hero. Yeah, where is Hero? You think he would be over here? I just don't know if I can live this life, but I'm sorry to have to tell you this. Your mission is to restore the world! Go now, brave one. I will wait here for your return. Go, play Patapon 3. Huh? Oh, I was taking a nap. That was a good nap. The wind sure is nice here. Hey, princess. How long have you been here? Huh. Well, that was good. That was, like, exactly what it needed to be for a sequel to Patapon 1. It basically, like, did everything Patapon 1 had better. Getting materials, being able to get weapons, the actual, like, Patapon evolution tree was great. That was perfect. I, will most likely not be playing Patapon 3 anytime soon. It's not on PlayStation 4 at the moment, so I think the only way I could play it is through emulation, which I'm not opposed to doing, but currently I do not. I think, like, Patapon 1 was short enough that I was like, yeah, I'm kind of have the urge to play more Patapon. This game was long enough that I think I've had my fill of Patapon for a bit. I will play Patapon 3 at some point. I don't know if I'm gonna hold my breath for Sony to actually remaster it. It would be nice if they do. But worst comes to worst, I will emulate it. But that's gonna be a long time away. I'm not gonna go into it anytime soon. I've had my fill. But this was perfect. I kind of didn't like some of the reuse of mission types from Patapon 1, but I don't think there's really that much you could do to differentiate missions with the, like, rhythm battles. Mainly, like, oh, I have to rescue Metin again, or gotta protect the catapult is not fun ever. But they were few and far between. Bosses were good. I think CO King was fine. It was just hard for me to get a grasp on. I appreciate that I was able to beat the hell out of that giant castle, because that made me feel a lot better after failing so much with CO King. And the final boss was a bit, I would say, disappointing. Like, I guess I wouldn't say the final boss in Patapon 1 was too, like, difficult or crazy, but it kind of felt like it had more scary attacks. The idea of it being, like, able to change form was cool. I kind of wish it would just do that for every type of attack it had. Like, the Chupacabra form was when it would do the breath, and then maybe something else for the charge attack, but it only having 2 different forms, besides its, like, initial startup form was kind of whatever. I don't know if there's a lot that what do they have in their cart? I can't tell what that is. Is that food? That's food. I see the broccoli. I don't know how much I missed by not doing some extra stuff. I kind of stopped going into boss fights to unlock things. I don't know. There maybe could have been more mini games. I had not gone back to the shield challenge with the cannons. I did do the barrier breaker one more time and just got some normal materials, so I don't know if there was like anything more you could get from going to the shield one. I just didn't really want to try to block all out attacks like that. That just seemed like it would be a little difficult and annoying to do. I do kind of wish I would have been able to level up with the Patapons more, but I feel like we were at a pretty good, like, around 5 was decent for getting that stuff done. I'm sure mainly you want to level them up to max for fighting the, like, highest level versions of the bosses. But you know, it costs a lot of materials. Like I mentioned with Patapon 1, this is still a very grindy game, which isn't bad per se. It works a bit better when it's a portable game, I feel like, because you can just pick it up and do it real quick and be done. But, you know, going into just, I'm here to play, and I've mentioned it before, the rhythm mini games to get, like, one material is not a great way to grind, because, like, usually when you grind stuff, you want to kind of just maybe, you know, be able to shut your brain off, watch something else while you're grinding. Oh, he's riding on his horse! Remember when I wanted him to be a horse hero pawn? Kind of stopped working when I got Robopawn. Robopawn was cool, I like Robopawn. I don't think there's gonna be, like, anything unlocked at the end here, because I mean, I think everything that could have been is unlocked. Like I said, just leveling up bosses, getting the more hero masks, which is also something I kind of wish. Oh, right, I forgot they were our friends. They, like, kind of barely showed up. The sun's here too. What are we building, like a castle? Oh, I didn't even realize the mask guys are here too. We're all friends now. We need to save the world in the hit game Patapon 3, but that's a vague statement. Towards Earth End still has a way to go, but the story of Patapon 2 ends here. Please take your time to enjoy the Patapon world and look for more secrets like Kururu Bururu and take more adventures through the Patagate. I already found Kururu Bururu. What's it? Is it pretty? Yeah, look at that crazy eye we picked up. I mean, we could have missed mini games. I don't know if there's anything further to the left. Yeah, I lost a lot of soldiers along the way. Don't worry about it. Like, I would have I mean, the thing is, grinding for rarer materials is still like a percentage chance, I think, to drop. I think I got really lucky that I got Demon's Ore out of the castle when I did. But I would probably have to just keep fighting him a lot to get more Demon's Ore, and then I don't even know if I would rather just try to build up to this at that point. How easy would it be for me to build up to that? I think I have to, I can't, I already can't. If I remember right, I think I have to get this and the mushroom. If I need like a hide to continue up this way, and then that will unlock this, which probably needs more demon ore, probably needs a super rare hide. But you know, that would be a long way to go. And that's the grinding part, which is fine, but not something that I'm interested in doing at any point now. But it was a good game. I don't know. I've never really heard much about Patapon 3. I guess I never really hear much about Patapon. It's obviously kind of niche. But, I guess, let me see something real quick. I was hoping it would be, what was it, like Misty for the, Rare Dodonga? I would have given the Rare Dodonga a shot, but I don't really feel like going for it. I'm sure it's just hits harder. Probably is more challenging. But that's Patapon 2. Papaya. The Rainbow Bridge has halted the mist and leads us on a path to a new adventure. Would you like to pre-order Patapon 3? Someday, I know it, we'll wait for you here, gathering our strength. It'll be a bit. Papaya.